Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a battle against Gandy. This is actually a guy in real life, someone who I got off a gamers chat where I've been finding quite a few good opponents as of late. And as you can see, he has a strong and well-balanced team there, so it should be another good one, and we're going to get into it. So, looking at the team preview, I was thinking he might want to lead with the Breloom to try and get a Spore on me turn 1, so I decided to lead with my Trevenant Woody to try and block that, but he actually decides to lead with the Darmanitan instead. So here I decide to take a little bit of a risk and stay in, hoping he won't go straight for the Flare Blitz. Fortunately for me, he does go for the U-turn instead, which is going to take me down by about a third. He does get the mandatory switch and decides to send in his Gengar. I'm not exactly sure why, since I do just go for the Shadow Claw straight away, and that is going to be enough to one-shot kill the Gengar, dropping him down to 5 Pokemon. So strong start to the match for me. So then he is going to come in with Aerodactyl, and I am going to go for the switch here. Trevenant is looking pretty useful against the rest of his team, so I do want to try to conserve it. So I'm going to come in with Empoleon as he actually goes for the Mega Evolution into Mega Aerodactyl. And he actually goes for an Ice Fang here, which was a little bit of a surprise, but that actually worked out great for me since I do double resist that, so that is going to do virtually no damage, and I am going to regain some health with the leftovers as well. So this turn he is going to go for the switch. Probably knows he wouldn't one-shot kill me with an Earthquake there, so he is going to come in with the Breloom, probably predicting the water move as I do go for the Scald. So that is going to take him down by about a third, which was not too bad, and I am going to regain the rest of my health with the leftovers. So here I am going to go for the switch. I don't really want to take an attack from this thing with Empoleon, so I'm going to come in with my Trevenant, as he actually does make a good play and predict the switch and go for the Rock Tomb, which is going to knock me down to about a quarter health and give me a speed drop, which was nice for him. But I do have my Citrus Berry, which is going to put me back up to about half health, and luckily I do get the Harvest to activate, giving me my Citrus Berry back, which I am going to immediately eat again to put me back up to about 3/4 health, meaning I will be able to survive another attack from this thing for sure. So he does know that, so that is going to force him to switch now back into his Darmanitan, as I do decide to go for a Drain Punch. So that is going to take him down by a little less than half, which was good, and I am going to regain some health from that, putting me back up to almost full. So here I am going to go for the switch again. I don't want to risk him going for a Flare Blitz this time, so I am going to come in with my Cresselia Sailor Moon, as he does go for the Rock Slide, which is only going to take me down by about a third, which was not too bad. So this turn he is going to go for a switch. I'm guessing he is choice itemed into the Rock Slide, so he wants to get out of that. So he's going to come in with Scissor, as I do predict the choice item, and go for the Moonlight, which is going to put me all the way back up to full health, which is nice. So this turn I really have no choice but to switch out. I don't have any moves to hit this Scissor with, so I am going to switch in with my Alolan Golem, as he decides to predict that switch as well and go for the Swords Dance to get a sharp attack increase, trying to set up to do some big damage on me. So I actually have the Magnet Pull ability on my Alolan Golem, which is actually going to prevent him from switching out here. So he kind of has no choice but to stay in and go for the attack. He's actually going to bust out the Z move, specifically the Steel Z move, the Corkscrew Crash, which was definitely a surprise here. He is at +2 from the Swords Dance, but I am max physical defense, so I am able to take that very well, surviving that with a third of my health. Go for the Fire Punch in return, which is going to be enough to one-shot kill the Scissor, dropping him down to 4 Pokemon, and I am going to take some damage from the Life Orb. So then he is going to come in with Donphan, and he is going to outspeed me here. He's just going to go straight for a knockoff, which is going to be more than enough to finish off my Golem, dropping me down to 5 Pokemon. So then I'm going to come in with Pidgeot, and I am going to go straight for the Mega Evolution into Mega Pidgeot. And he's actually going to stay in here and go for the Ice Shard just to get some damage on me. That is going to knock me down by about a third, which was not too bad. But I'm going to go for the Hurricane in return, which is going to take him into the red. And also I do get the Confusion, which was nice. So he is going to regain some health with the leftovers there, but not really going to matter. So this turn he is confused still, and he does break through the Confusion though, and go for another Ice Shard, which is going to take me down to about a quarter of my health. But I do survive, go for one more Hurricane, and that is going to be more than enough to finish off the Donphan, dropping him down to 3 Pokemon. So then he is going to come back in with Darmanitan, and he is going to outspeed me here, which is confirmation that he has choice Scarfed. He is going to go straight for the Flare Blitz, which is going to be more than enough to finish off my Pidgeot. The crit did not matter, obviously. That is going to drop me down to 4 Pokemon, and he's going to take some damage from the recoil. So then I'm going to come back in with Empoleon, and he is going to go for the Flare Blitz yet again. And that actually does a lot more damage than I thought it would. That is going to knock me all the way down to 19 health. I am max HP, but I was still barely able to take that one. But luckily I do survive, fire off a Scald in return, which is going to finish off the Darmanitan, dropping him down to 2 Pokemon. And I am going to regain some health with the leftovers. So then he is going to come back in with Aerodactyl. And he is just going to go for a Stone Edge here, just in case I decided to switch, I would imagine. That is going to be enough either way to finish off my Empoleon, dropping me down to 3 Pokemon. So then I'm going to come in with my Cresselia yet again, and he is going to go for an Aerial Ace here, which was a little bit of a surprise. It is Stab and Tough Claws boosted, but I am able to take that very well, only taking me down by about a third. And I am going to go for my Z move in return, which is actually going to be the Fairy Z move, the Twinkle Tackle. So this is coming off of Moonblast, so this should do a lot of damage to this thing. I was hoping to take it out. I actually get a crit, but unfortunately he does survive that in the red still. So this turn he is going to go for an Iron Head, hoping for a flinch probably on me. He does not get it, which is nice. That is going to let me fire off a Psychic in return, which is going to be enough to finish off the Aerodactyl, dropping him down to just 1 Pokemon. So finally he is going to come back in with Breloom. And he is going to outspeed me here and just go straight for a Bullet Seed. And after 2 hits, that is going to be enough to finish off my Cresselia, dropping me down to 2 Pokemon. And he is going to take some damage from the Life Orb. So then I'm going to come in with Hitmon Bruce Lee. And I'm going to go straight for a Fake Out here. It is going to get boosted by the normal gem, of course, which is also going to trip my Unburden ability, doubling my speed. He does survive that in the red. So this turn he is going to fire off a Mach Punch, which actually almost takes me out, to my surprise. I thought I would take that better. But luckily I did survive it with 12 health, which is going to let me go for the Close Combat, which is going to be more than enough to finish off the Breloom, and that is game. So I won that one 2-0 against Gandy, but that was a very good game. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. Also, this is actually going to be the last battle that I post with this team. I did have a lot of fun using this team. I thought it worked out pretty well, especially using some lower tier Pokemon here, but of course, as is always the case, to try and keep things interesting on the channel, I will be putting this team to the side, so that means next time I will have a brand new team for you guys. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.